Hey guys! It's time for another vlog. I always tell myself, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna film? I have to figure it out ahead of time. I have to plan, I have to do whatever. You know what I could do? Vibe. I could just vibe. Today is August 23rd, and I have just a chill weekend ahead of me. I'm gonna see how many books I can get through in this vlog. I think that would be really fun. I'm gonna like film from today until probably like Monday and just see how many books I can get through. I'm currently on Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? I'm halfway through this book. I recently asked on my Instagram story, I was like, what do y'all want to see from me on YouTube, right? Like, what's the vibe? And some people said vlogs, some people said 24-hour readathons, and I was like, and I knew y'all hated me. I knew you hated me. The funny thing is, I don't even have like a normal sleep schedule enough to be complaining about doing that. But the idea of staying up for 24 hours straight when I'm not in college anymore, I don't even want to talk about it. At some point, I'm gonna do a 24-hour readathon because they're fun. But for now, let's see how much I can read in one singular weekend. I'm really hoping that my next book is gonna be on my Kindle because I've really been missing my Kindle. I don't think I've read a book on here since I read Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, which was on Kindle Unlimited. Unacceptable. Me and my Kindle, we go together real bad, and I need to find something that I really enjoy to read on here. And that shouldn't be hard because there are so many Kindle Unlimited books that are like on my TBR that I could be getting to, but I just haven't yet. I know Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton is on Kindle Unlimited, and I have not read that yet. It's on my up and coming TBR, but I'm not in a memoir mood right now. I literally put that on my August TBR. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. If you watched that video, pretend you didn't, because I don't think I'm reading that this month. My thing with TBR videos is they do help guide me with what I wanna read. They help guide me with what I want to read. But oftentimes, I'm just not in the mood for those books. Like, sometimes I'll say I'm gonna read it. I probably read half of the books on my TBR. I'm being honest. As far as Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney, I am having a great time with this. I don't know what it is about her books that just make it so addictive for me. Once I pick them up, it's really hard for me to put them down. Like, I started this yesterday and I'm halfway through it already, which, you know, that might not be crazy to a lot of people, but usually the first half of a book takes me a lot longer to get through than the second half of a book. With normal people, I finished it in 24 hours, and then with this, I'm probably gonna finish this in like a day or two. They're so character driven that you're not even focused on the plot. You kind of just want to know what's happening with the characters. Her books are written, or at least the two I've read so far, this and Normal People, are written in third person, so you get multiple different perspectives. I think that is called third person omniscient, if I'm not mistaken, like when you are literally in everyone's head, all the characters' heads. And then I think third person limited is when you're only in one person's head. Like, it's, or not in their head, but you get what I'm saying. It's, you only know the thoughts of one person. So far, incredible read. I think I'm going to request an intermezzo arc, just because I've really realized that Sally Rooney's writing is for me. I still need to go back and try Conversations with Friends, because I didn't like that when I read it back in like 2019, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was like some point many moons ago. I didn't really like it, but I don't think I was in a phase in my life where Sally Rooney books were that relatable to me. And now, yeah, it's time. I just realized that I am ridiculously dehydrated right now. Like, I need to drink some water. For some reason with me, when it comes to drinking enough water, I'm completely incapable. And then I want to like act confused when I'm chugging the water like I've never had a sip of water in my life. You could hear every single water molecule going down my throat. Before I keep reading this, in typical me fashion, I'm going to go to get some coffee. Now, when I say go get some coffee, I'm really ashamed to say decaf, because I recently discovered that caffeine is the culprit to all of my stomach issues. Not in like a cutesy, oh, it makes me poopsy kind of way, but like, I get extreme acid reflux to the point where it ruins my day, and I just don't want to deal with that anymore, but I still love the way coffee tastes, so I get a decaf latte. Sue me. I'm gonna go to Dunkin'. I'll probably get a donut too. Whenever I get donuts, I always think about Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, because the main character, she was absolutely obsessed with donuts, and I'm like, that's me, low-key. I ordered some new tabs off Amazon because I really wanted the ones that have like the rulers on them, but now I'm realizing that this has all pastel-ish colors. Not pastel, but you get what I'm saying, like neutral colors. It doesn't have any like red, yellow, whatever, in like a very, what's the word? like harsher colors. I mean, there are a few here, but there's not like a singular red tab. Anyway, these were more neutral. Oh, I guess they call them retro. It's fine because they're really cute and I probably mostly will want to use those. I just wish they had one more palette that was really harsh colors. A lot of people ask me how I tab my books. It truly is just vibes, y'all. I see a line that I like, I underline it. If it's like super, super strong, I'll underline it and tab it. If it's just like I want to remember it when I flip to it, then I'll just put a tab on it. That's really it. The colors typically match the book in some capacity. It's nothing too crazy. And then like literally I'll just pick random colors. Like, I wish I had more for you, but I don't. Let's go get some coffee and a donut or two if we're feeling crazy. Can I do an iced decaf caramel latte, medium? And can I do that with oat milk, please? Thank you. I genuinely think that's the longest that I've waited in a drive-thru. Like before my order was taken, like something was happening internally in there. I don't know what it was, but okay, I'm home now. The most interesting thing happened to me while I was in that drive-thru. I will tell y'all when I'm inside. I was trying to film like me ordering and me waiting for my drink, but it literally took like 20 minutes. I don't know what was happening and I felt so bad for the workers. Anyway, story time alert. I'm also pretty positive that being outside for even just 20 minutes messed up my hair. When you get a little blowout, when you get your hair done, you gotta run away from the humidity like it's the plague. Okay, so I went to Dunkin', right? I'm in the drive-thru, I'm minding my business, whatnot. I'm wondering what's taking so long because there are like 2 cars in front of me and no one has gotten their stuff yet. And I was like, that's kind of like odd. It never takes that long. So finally, after waiting literally like 10 minutes for somebody to come take my order, I ordered, made sure it was decaf. When I went to the window, when it was my turn, I was sitting there for a while. Like, I don't know, honestly, 20 minutes is I think I left my house like 40 minutes ago, actually. That's crazy. Or 40 minutes ago. So I was literally in a drive-thru for most of that time. But when I got to the window, they like had apparently charged me for 2 drinks because she handed me 2 drinks. And I was like, I only ordered 1. And I would normally take 2. Like if I paid for it, I'm gonna take the second one, but I can't drink the caffeine. Like I will literally suffer. So she was like, I can refund you. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But I think she was new because I also like been to this Dunkin' quite a bit and I didn't recognize her. And she looked kind of stressed. And then she was like, is there any way that you could come back tomorrow? And I was like, girl, don't worry about it. It's like $4. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, girl, it's okay. Like, I always feel bad for people who are either new to a place or are really nervous that they think people are going to get mad at them for making a mistake. Because, like, $4 is not going to be any skin off my back. And if me coming back tomorrow or literally asking anybody else for help is going to get you in trouble, I'm not going to do that to you. She complimented my hair. And I was like, thanks, bae. Love you. And then I took off. And I was like, that was a very long drive-thru experience, but it was fine. I'm also noticing that I did order a medium, and this is a small. Or is this a medium? No, I think this is a small. Whatever, doesn't really matter. I'm home. Donut, coffee, combo, and my book. Let's get reading. Normal People is such a good introduction to Sally Rooney's books because the only way that I could possibly describe these books to people is that they're everyday, normal people generally living a pretty mundane life and learning so much about those characters and so much about the human condition through their lenses, through their individual experiences. That's why I like how we can see all of her characters' perspectives in the book. Even if some of them are just for a second, it tells us enough about what role they play in the story. Sometimes in books, what can make them really weak to me is if I feel like you don't develop every character enough. Some side characters are only meant to just be that, side characters, and serve the story, but they don't have any real like connection to it. In a book like this, or in any literary fiction book, you cannot do that. Right? I feel like you really need to get into the nitty-gritty of it because literary fiction is so character driven. I feel like me 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago would have been bored reading a book like this because I couldn't resonate or relate to any of the characters. These are the perfect books to read for people, I would honestly say, who are in their 20s and 30s. I am am on page 200. I'm going to stop here. I feel like I read a decent amount. I was kind of getting distracted on my phone. No, bad. A friend of mine is coming over tonight to hang out and sleep over, so I'm probably not going to read any more tonight unless I'm up after she falls asleep. You wanna know what the gag is? It's fully the next day. It is 4:27 p.m. I had my sleepover with my friend. We had a great time, but we ended up binge watching The 100 for literally the entire day. I had the time of my life. But no reading was done, and I have dinner in like an hour and a half. But what I've decided to do, because I think I hate myself, is I don't have to start really, like I was gonna start getting ready now, but I'm like, I don't have to really start getting ready now. I could start getting ready at like 5, and I have the painful urge to move my bookshelf from a wall near my window over to this wall. So I think I'm gonna see if I can do that in 30 minutes, and I'm gonna like film it for TikTok because I think that would be fun. And I think it'll be a good challenge because I'm trying to get a desk over by my window. I'll show you when I'm done, but that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing for the next 30 minutes, I think. Because I think that would be a really, really cool, exciting challenge. Y'all ever get that feeling where you're like, I'm hot, but the hoodie feeling needs to stay? That's the position I'm in right now, so I just cranked the AC up. Sorry. Let's get down to business. Okay, I have to take the hoodie off actually, because I'm realizing that trying to move the shelf is about to make me really hot. This thing is heavy. Oh God. I do not remember it being this heavy from when I built it, but we're almost there. Ugh, I really didn't even need to do this right now. That's the gag, isn't it? Let me take the vines down now so I don't have to move it again. I'm definitely gonna move the vines to the other wall because there's so many scrapes and things on the other wall that I wanna cover. These are all tangled up, but that will be dealt with at a later time. Okay, it's 4:44. That means I've spent about half my time moving the shelf and emptying it, which is fine. Let's get this lined up. I thought that this wouldn't be enough space, but it's like the perfect amount of space. This is not bad. Moving this on carpet is actually hell on earth, I'll tell you that much. Okay, that was not a good noise, but I think we're good. Yeah. Period. That took a lot of energy out of me. Do I look crazy? I don't look too bad. I'm gonna go get dressed so that when I'm immediately done, I can just like do my makeup real quick and like go. But I want you guys to understand the state of my room right now. I have a bunch of books over here, some still by the window, and then I have like a bunch over here. So this should be honestly a lot of fun. This is the final product. There are some books that didn't make it on, like there's a little stack here and then there's some miscellaneous ones all around my room, but like for the most part, I think I did a pretty good job. And now I can finally film in front of my bookshelf because it was backlit before and now you guys can actually see me. I think this is gonna be so fun. Oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. And I'm so glad that I made sure I was in a rush when I was doing it. Yay! Hey crew, would you believe me if I told you it was 3:20 a.m.? I came home from dinner at 11 o'clock. I took a shower, I chilled, I called my friend. We were on the phone for literally 3 hours. I'm not giving up on this. I want to finish Beautiful World, Where Are You? So I am going to try and read as much of that as I possibly can, because believe it or not, I'm actually not tired. I'm actually not tired at all. Well, that's a lie. I kind of am tired, but I'm not tired enough to sleep. So I'm like, I have some energy in me. Now is the time to read as much of this as I possibly can, because I really want to start this cutesy little YA romance book called Love Requires Chocolate. It's so short, I feel like I could finish it in like a day. So I want to get to that. We need to finish Beautiful World, Where Are You? My room genuinely looks so weird without the shelf on this side. Like what? Baby, what? I'll get used to it though. Anyway, my phone is across the room. I have like 150 some pages left of this book. So it's definitely not getting done tonight. but I think I can get through. I'm not gonna put like a limit on it. We'll get through what we get through. So let's see what we can do. I always put on ambiance on my TV on YouTube. A cute little fantasy village or like fireplace place crackling, whatever it is, it just sets the mood. Oh God. Okay. Ads yell at you and it is the way it is, you know? Where is my fantasy village, Hobbit village, ambiance video with the perfect volume rain playing in the background, please? I realized that using like a ruler to underline just takes too long, and I was like, I just don't need to be doing that. But now I'm pissed because I just had an uneven line. Who is that? Who did that? Okay, I got through like 22 pages. I thought I'd be able to do more, but I'm too tired. I'm gonna pick up with this tomorrow. I don't know why. I'm acting surprised. It's like 4 a.m. The night did not end up the way we planned, but we had a good time nonetheless. Amen. I'll see you guys in the morning. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Manifest it. Good morning. First order of business. I'm going to finish Beautiful World, Where Are You? I, at this point, have like 80-ish pages left. A little more. I don't know what kind of math I just did. I have like 130 pages left of this book. Somebody help the girls that the mathematics just don't do it for them. You get what I'm saying? First thing I did this morning, like first thing I did was go outside and water my plants. Sometimes I find that if I just get outside immediately in the morning, it wakes me up, because like I have a really bad habit of waking up in the morning and then falling back asleep because I like stay in bed for too long and I let myself get tired. Like I let myself get tired again. So I was like, no, I rose up and I said, let's go outside, let's water the plants, let's start our lovely Sunday. I'm gonna go get a coffee because I want some fresh air. I don't want to sit in the house all day. So once I get that and come back, I'm going to continue reading. The sun is setting, so the lighting is a little weird, but I have 70 pages of the book left just because I haven't been able to just like sit down and read today. One thing that I really admire about Sally Rooney's writing style is that she's extremely precise in her language. And I really respect that, because you could definitely write these books in an extremely convoluted, overly pretentious way. And I think by nature, her characters are very pretentious, especially in this book. I wouldn't say one of them isn't normal people, I think, but like in this, two of the main female characters are very pretentious. There's like a whole thing in here where they're sending emails back and forth to each other, and they're kind of just working through an existential crisis together, and they're just talking about a bunch of different things. You could make this so convoluted, and I feel like she just didn't do that, while still getting the point across that these characters are, I don't know, trying to navigate their way through the world by finding footing of superiority in some way. At least that's the way that I'm gathering this information. It's 12:35 a.m. I actually just finished this book, but it's okay. As long as we get to where we need to be, the rest doesn't matter. I gave it a 4.25. I think I liked Normal People more. I'll sit on it. I'll think about it a little bit more. My opinion may change. There were just a lot of topics that Sally Rooney was trying to cover in this book that at some parts almost made it fall very flat, because I was like, I know what you're trying to do, but this time could be used to like go deeper into some of the other conflicts that you're talking about in the book. I also feel like I sympathized more with the Normal People characters than I did with the characters in this book. Granted, I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I feel like I just like her writing style. It's incredibly detailed in a way that just kind of makes it bingeable to me. Sally Rooney's books are just sad in a very satisfying way. I'm really not tired right now, and my sheets are still not out of the dryer. My comforter is taking 7 days and 7 nights to dry, so I have to wait for that to be done. I'm gonna probably binge watch some more of The 100 while I plan out my day for tomorrow, because I like having my day set before the day starts. And I also have some things that I just like was going to do this weekend that I just didn't get to, and I won't feel accomplished if I don't get them done before I go to sleep. So I feel like I need to just do that right now, especially because I'm not tired. My current read is Love Requires Chocolate by Raven K. Stringfield. I'm going to keep reading this until slumber takes me, which may be pretty soon. You know why I'm not fully in my bed right now? My comforter has been taking so long to dry. I just want to get in my bed. Hopefully it's done now. Get all up in the, like, so comfy, you know? This video is definitely going to continue into tomorrow because this weekend was a fluke. I mean, I finished a book in a weekend. Like, that's not bad. Like, that's good. But I'm just like, I wanted to get more in there. So the party is not going to stop today, folks. No, it's not. I'll see you tomorrow. So much work to do today, just like a whole lot of things, bro. So I didn't read a lot, but I read a little bit. I got a little bit in. I'm currently on page 31 of Love Requires Chocolate. This book is only 270 some pages. If I was really serious about it, I could finish it before I go to bed tonight, and I think that's gonna be my attempt. If I am able to finish this book before I sleep tonight, I'm going to count this as 2 books in the weekend. I don't care. I make the rules here. You're in my part of town. I'm the sheriff, you know? I'm gonna come back if I finish this, like whatever time I end up finishing it, I'm gonna come back and say I finished it. If I haven't, this is gonna be funny. If I haven't, this is actually the end of this video and it's just gonna cut off. But if I have, then period. I feel like I need to say bye just in case. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a blessed day.